Hello, everybody. How you guys doing? Pip me, welcome. Yeah, late night stream. Yeah. I stream Sunday nights. If you're in, if you're in Europe or something, then it might seem like I'm streaming a lot later than I actually am. But it is 9 p.m. here in the Eastern Time Zone. Welcome in, though. How you doing, Pip me? Get the camera on here in just a second. I am working on my Heresy minis. This squad of Thousand Suns that I'm wanting to finish before this coming Sunday. Let's put that camera on. There we go. Is that a focus? It's kind of weirdly not. That's why. Let's turn on a light. That's a little better. Things I should probably check before I start my stream. Tennessee. Oh, okay. Eastern Canada until March 8th. Great. Still painting bolt action minis. Nice. Very nice. It's good. Misfit, what's going on? Good evening. It doesn't feel like a Sunday. Mainly because it's a federal holiday here tomorrow. So my son is off school, my wife is off work. So we're all just chilling at home. We'll paint this blue. And okay, Guardian, how you doing? Doesn't feel like Sunday at all. No, it does not. It definitely doesn't. Want to move your Twitch? Sure, it's fine. Yeah, we normally have more people in Twitch than in YouTube, but I like YouTube, so. Weird too. Big winter storm coming through. Yeah, we had. I woke up to like crazy snow this morning, and it kind of snowed throughout the day here, which I wasn't exactly expecting. That's been nice. We chilled at home all day. Hey, Gosu, what's going on? Hey, Pit Me. Welcome to Twitch. So yeah. I've been working on these Thousand Suns a little bit. I haven't done a ton of work on them this weekend, but I'll show you guys what I've gotten done. I don't think I'll finish them tonight, but we're gonna do some highlights on them. I'm just doing some stuff on these bases, and then we'll get over to the minis, the proper minis here, which is my command squad. Crazy windy out, really, causing your airbrush booth exhaust fan to not spin. That's pretty wild and such a very nerd-specific problem. Like, tell that to a room of like 500 people, and how many people would would know? Yeah, oh yeah, man, my airbrush fan, my exhaust fan, airbrush booth exhaust fan. It's our 3D printed Blood Angel. Some underpainting. It's a red ink over that. I gotta shade it with some jerky violet. Nice, very nice. Yeah, that's why you keep coming back. Yeah, got a snowstorm coming down here at 2 p.m. Yeah. Tennessee, you guys don't see snowstorms often, right? So, yeah, stay safe. Hopefully the power stays on and people aren't too crazy. Yeah, I think we had a level 2 snow emergency for a little bit.
Did we really?
Yeah, and then it went down to a level 1.
It was level 1 for a lot of the day.
Was it level 1? I thought it was level 2 when they put it down to level 1 at some point. I don't know. I could be wrong, though. Painting White follows this stuff a lot closer than I do. because the weather affects her a little more than me. Oh man, it's bad outside. I guess I'll sit at home and stream. Ton of snow, but I'm getting 2 inches a day, so it keeps melting and turning into ice. Oh my gosh, an inch of ice on your car. Yeah, it rained all night last night, and then at some point that turned into snow. So, what I did not do today was clear the driveway. But
Going to the gym first.
I threw salt down. Well, I'm leaving the house first tomorrow
Oh,
because
that's right, you are.
I'm
Yes.
taking the painting son to breakfast, so I'll get to clean off the ice off the car, like slipping and sliding outside. Really? That's crazy. Yeah, I don't think it was that bad here. It seemed like the roads cleared off pretty easily, so hopefully it's not bad tomorrow morning. Yeah, I know. Once you start going a little further south than us in Ohio, it seems like, well, people in Ohio don't know how to handle the snow either, but it's just pandemonium. I have family that lives in Alabama, and they got snow, which I don't know, maybe happens once every couple years. I'm not sure exactly how often it happens, but it's a big deal. Right, let's get this block here. Hey, Frankie Fingers, how you doing? So, what was I gonna say? Oh, we started watching a classic movie tonight with the painting son.
Classic 90s.
Classic 90s. I don't know if there's a movie that kind of encapsulates 90s like Hollywood better than this one. But we decided to show the painting son. I forgot how much I love this movie too. I think I watched it in movie theaters when it came out, when I was way too young to probably watch this movie in a movie theater. But has anybody old enough to remember Men in Black? We're all the old people here. We're the millennials. Yeah, because we started watching Men in Black. Yeah, I've probably seen that movie 100 times as well, but not in the past 20 years of my life. So, came out when you were in high school? Oh, okay. Well, Baryon showing their age. Yeah. All right. 1997. It was always on TV. It definitely was. Yeah. Millennial, I'm a boomer. Oh no, X-Chook, yeah. Hey, X-Chook, I understand, alright? I understand what my stream is and the kind of people my stream attracts. And it is not the younger crowd. It is... We are the... This is geriatric Twitch that you've popped your head into, so... I'm a boomer millennial, yeah. A rare subspecies. Thanks, Go Sucked. I appreciate your commentary. I just graduated then? Yeah, Gen X, yeah. Yeah, we started watching The Painting Son. He seemed like he's really enjoying it, so... I forgot how funny that movie was, though. Okay, we're gonna get some ivory. Couple more colors on the base here, then we'll jump over to the actual minis. I will show you guys though. Here has been my biggest weekend project. All right, still a little rough, but heavy weapon trooper times 10. Hold on, we'll get them out. Some of these guys need correction, but 10 heavy weapons trooper, and anyone has been here long enough remembers my issue with the heavy weapons minis and what I was trying to do. Professor Grimm and Daily Crossword, welcome. Rush Hour, oh man, I haven't seen that movie in It's so long. Yeah, I need to do like a 90s movies binge or something. So I had an issue with these because I wanted to magnetize all of the arms on my heavy weapons squad. My Grey Knights would like a word? No. Yeah, to their parents, the Grey Knights would like a word. It was Thousand Sons was the first Grand Master of the Grey Knights. What's going on in the Meads? So I wanted to magnetize these. It was a nightmare. It's been a nightmare for like the past year I've had these minis. So, crack the code. Alright? The code has been cracked. Here we go. Ready? Yeah. Look. He's got las cannon now. It works. The magnets. They work on all of them. That's upside down. Cool. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Yep. I did 2 weapons so far. Yeah. What had to happen. Here's what had to happen. So they come with plastic arms. And they give you enough plastic arms to connect the arms to the weapons. Now, this is a 3D printed plasma cannon. It's like a Thousand Sun specific weapon. It's an Aether Fire plasma cannon. So this is different. But these, I printed spare shoulder pads and stuff, but these plastic arms will come with it. I used 3mm magnets. I magnetized inside the torsos, which was a nightmare. This was probably the cleanest one. Some of these dudes, their torso, they're just shredded, like just to bits, like this guy. Like I have to do green stuff work here because it's just a chunk out of his torso because the drill was just shredding the plastic, but it was doing the same to the plastic arms. The 3mm drill was just tearing up the plastic and just removing everything or breaking it in half. Like the plastic didn't have the structural integrity to hold up for the most part. There are a couple I got the plastic arms here. And then there was the issue of getting the magnet in, making sure I drilled it to the specific depth, getting the magnet in, and then lining up the arms so that it actually sticks on the mini. And these are all, they should all be modular with each other here. That one turned out really good. But yeah. So what happened, I found someone about 6 months ago. They released these arms that are for all the underslung weapons. So most of the heavy weapons for these Heresy minis are underslung. The heavy bolter, auto cannon, plasma cannon, multi-meltas, heavy flamers, all that stuff, they're all underslung. There are only 2 weapons that go over the shoulder, and it's the las cannon and the missile launcher. But the las cannon is the most desirable one, so that's the one I wanted to magnetize the most. A couple weeks ago, let me see if I can find one. Yeah, okay. A couple weeks ago, somebody, I think it's OHM on Cults, released a heavy weapons arms STL, and I glued this shoulder on here. But he released the STL, and I was like, all right, now we're cooking. I have my idea. So then I have my secret weapon when it comes to magnetizing anymore, and that is Discord messaging Zendril27 and saying, hey, can you edit this file to put a magnet hole inside the shoulder socket? And he's like, yeah, sure. And 5 minutes later he sends it back to me, and then I did all the magnet work that I needed to do. So I printed these with pre-made magnet holes. I took 2 tries because a 3mm magnet hole is not big enough for the 3mm magnet. So we did like 3.3 millimeters and did like 2.2 millimeters deep or something. And then I just printed them. I put the magnets in, and then what I did was I magnetized the first arm on here, put it in its proper place, and then I put this arm on and I glued them together from there. I just set them there. Death Company magnetized like this, smaller magnets, but yeah, printed is amazing. Yeah, so they're 3mm magnets on both ends. I think those are 3. No, those ones are 4. These are 4mm magnets. on the torsos, and then 3 mil in here. I had some spare resin Thousand Suns heads, so I just used those. But yeah, I have 2 weapons fully magnetized, and I cannot tell you guys how excited I am to paint these heavy weapon marines, because they have been sitting on a shelf in baggies for a year at this point, and I finally get to put them together and paint them. So after I paint this command squad, which is what I'm working on here, those heavy weapon marines are gonna be on the short list. But yeah, so the only reason that's possible is because Zendral. Because Zendral is just like, he just goes in and punches a little hole in him in a digital editing software or whatever, and then it just works. So and I think I'm just gonna do the 2 weapons right now, and then I'll just do the other weapons as I go, basically. But I have 7 weapons maybe for each of them. Yeah, definitely Zen for the win. Yep. These are the variation of red came out with this Blood Angel. Nice, nice. You gonna show off some pictures of them? I love the, I guess they're old Death Company, but the first plastic Death Company set that came out, the Blood Angels, was
It's clean.
Solid,
It's cold.
solid kit.
Now that's what I call high quality
So
H2O.
take a drink. Welcome in. Thank you for the hydration reminder. That's good. All right. I did a little with the command squad themselves, and I'll show you guys what I did. It doesn't seem like, well, it seems like a lot, even though it wasn't like a lot of effort. Let's get this done. But yeah, I'm really excited. I have magnetized heavy weapons. So I have 7 different heavy weapon squads, and hopefully 10 more tactical marines if I get all my magnetization right. And get the bolters on them too, but I'll have all of that ready to go. My son watches the first half an hour of Men in Black, and he's already like reenacting some of the scenes, like Vincent D'Onofrio, like his scene where he becomes like he takes the farmer's skin and he's asking for sugar and water.
I think it's
D'Onofrio, is that how you pronounce it? D'Onofrio? I don't know how to pronounce it.
my American way trying to pronounce.
Oh, does anybody know how to pronounce that? I don't know. But yeah, so it's like reenact. I was like, that's what I did when I was a kid. First time I watched this movie, me and my brothers would just hang out and like reenact the funny scenes from the movie, like when he pulls the skin on his face back. That varnish, so it's not so shiny from the inks. Nice, nice. Figure out what color I'm gonna work on tonight in the Thousand Suns. I'll probably finish up the gold highlights on them, and then we'll get to some little things. Lo-fi hip hop beats is kind of weird right now. Is that actually on lo-fi hip hop beats? That's not hip hop. What are you guys working on? Gosu's working on his Blood Angel. What else? What else we got on the hobby desk? I'm sitting here painting, and painting wife is behind me playing video games, so
Failing miserably.
she's failing miserably. I'll let you guys know that. Playing Borderlands 2 with nephews, nice. That was what I did yesterday. I had some family come over, and we played a big 40k game. Emperor's Children Terminators, nice. The 30k ones. Are you sticking with Emperor's Children then for 30k, Misfit? I noticed you painted some of the Sons of Horus, and then you kind of went to Emperor's Children. That's right, you did the gold trim on them, right? Yeah, nice. Alright, I think it's a good choice. Emperor's Children are really cool. Plinth printing right now. I post in Discord for my Myrmidons. Oh, cool. A 44-hour print? Oh my god. That's insane. That is insane. Basing Aquilon Terminator's nice. I would not be able to, like, psychologically handle a 44-hour print going. Then again, my little printer, like, I can't. Nothing can take that thing 44 hours to print. So this is one of the things I was working on. I was messing with this the other day, and I put the transfer on the banner, so you guys can see the crazy transfer. Stuck alongside Sons of Horus before Fulgrim was. Oh, cool. Okay. Got minis for Stargrave and Space Station Zero. Nice. Are they the who makes the Stargrave minis? There's like WizKids makes some, but there's someone else that makes Stargrave minis, right? Yeah. I'm really proud of this banner. It went on really well. I no big air bubbles or anything, which is always like a big concern. And since the banner is painted really nicely behind it, I think it maybe hides some of the possible mistakes on there. Yeah. Longest print I've done. I've done a shorter session one with the parts to print whole. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair, Gosu. Yeah, I'm really happy about it. But we're going to get started on these guys. Get back to these guys here. While that's drying, so let's get some bright gold out. Love the banner. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, guys. North Star does Stargraves. Okay, yeah. Because they do Frostgrave too, right? I have some Frostgrave minis. I bought a plastic box of gnolls. I almost said gnomes, but no, it's not gnomes. It was gnolls that I bought. John Lockridge, what's going on, man? Joining on YouTube. Yeah, I liked it. It was good, simple plastic minis. I liked them. I like generic fantasy minis though. Bladeguard Sergeant and Krieg Death Rider. Very cool and okay. They're the new Death Riders, I'm assuming, right? How are they? How are the minis? I haven't seen those in person. It's looking great. It makes me want to paint my Iron Warriors. Yeah, there you go. You gotta. I mean, paint your AdMech stuff. Just paint it all. It's not. Yeah. You can do it, Gosu. I believe in you. Thank you, Frankie Fingers. I appreciate it. Yeah, I really like the 30k transfers. I like those big overpriced transfer sheets that GW makes. I really do. I got the one for the Solar Auxilia too. Listening to the first Ahriman book. I say I love him, great character. I don't think I've ever listened to the Ahriman book. I am for reals. Welcome. This is where I use Pro Acryl by Monument Hobbies. For probably about 90% of my painting. I just feel like they're the best brand out there. Easiest to work with, best consistency, best coverage. And there's obviously the biggest piece of gold that we're going to be highlighting, but try some of their paint. Yeah, Bold Titanium White's definitely what they're known for. But man, they just have some just fantastic colors. Good metallics overall, and just like very vibrant, but they also have like a good matte finish on them, so it's nice. Almost no mold lines, and they go together well, the new Death Riders. That's good to hear. I love when Guard get new minis, especially on like the off regiments, like the non-Cadian stuff, so it was nice to see Death Korps Krieg. That was my dream army as a kid, was Death Korps Krieg. You know, back in the Imperial Armor books and Forge World, and the Siege of Vrax was like this like just little side story. Yeah, T-Slayer, what's going on, man? Welcome in, guys. A lot of people come in saying hi. I appreciate it. Hope you guys are having a great weekend. Not much. Great made in the USA brand. Yeah, they're made in the US. It's a small company, which is nice, so like you're not dealing with like corporate nonsense. You know, and it's cool because if you ever want to speak to like the people in charge, they stream. Like, you know, the founder of the company, Jason, just streams every weekday. You just go talk to him and ask him questions. Super knowledgeable too. Like, he's very helpful, always willing to like give a good answer and explain why they do what they do with their company, but also just give like good like painting advice. Incredible artist. Yeah, they used to when I streamed kind of different hours, they would occasionally jump in my stream. So I would just have like Slow Fuse, which was like Jason's like username on Twitch, because his stream used to be Slow Fuse, right? Monument Slow Fuse. But he used to come in the stream, and we like everybody in chat would just be asking him questions about like Pro Crow. He'd just be answering stuff. It was really cool. Gold. I'm using Bright Gold. And this one was really simple. It's just rich gold with a black wash, and then I put the rich gold as a first highlight here, and I'm just going back through with the bright gold. Put money in monument pockets. Great product and better people. Yeah. You're upset for me running around with a Goliath? Oh, I don't even know. I don't even know half the words you're saying. Ovarion. I'm assuming you're cheesing the game. My son did that to me, guys. I'm still salty about it. So we were playing the old Battlefront 2, and he was telling me some of the characters in the game. I'm like, wait, what are you talking about? Like, those characters aren't in the game. They weren't in the game when I played, you know, back in the day. Well, yeah, he's like, yeah, they have Asajj Ventress and like Kit Fisto, and they have these cool new maps that I found that, you know, he's describing. I'm like, I have no idea what those maps are. So I looked it up online, and apparently if you own the game on Xbox, which I did, and had an Xbox Live account, which I didn't back in like 2006, you could download this free update, and it gave you these extra things for Star Wars Battlefront. And they gave you Asajj Ventress as a hero in the game, or a villain, and Kit Fisto as a hero. And there are these two maps I had never seen before. So we played on these maps. And he's like, oh yeah, he's like, I want to play against you. Let's play against each other. Okay, cool. Like, I'll crush you in Battlefront a little bit. So, which he's gotten pretty good though, because that's all he ever wants to play. But we join and he's like, yeah, okay. He's like, you play as the Rebels, I'm gonna play as the Empire in this one. I was like, okay, that's fine. I like playing as the Rebels. So I jump in the map and I notice he has an AT-AT on his side. And I was like, okay, cool. That means I have like a snow speeder, right? Where I can go like tear the thing up or whatever, like tie it up and knock it over and all this stuff. And he's like, no. It's like Rebels don't get any vehicles. I was like, what? I was like, what kind of map gives the Empire an AT-AT and doesn't give the Rebels anything? What kind of one-sided map is this? And yeah, sure enough, what happened was he was beating me real bad at first, but I was coming back because I learned. I just avoided the AT-AT and killed all of his little AI buddies. Well, we ended up getting down to where we each had one like reinforcement point left, and I was playing. I had Chewbacca as my character, and he had. I just killed him. He was playing as Sidious. I just killed him, and I was standing under the AT-AT, and he spawned out of the AT-AT, and I went to kill him as just like a normal trooper. And Chewbacca was out of ammo, and he doesn't have a sidearm, and there's no melee attack or anything, so I couldn't do anything. It was just he just stood there and shot me because I was out of ammo, and he won. After all that effort. Punk beat me. Yeah, so we played on a bunch of other maps and I beat him. I stomped him every time. Yeah, he got lucky. Yeah. He's too young to be beating me in any kind of competition. For need of a nail? Yeah. Yeah, Ventress is an awesome character, though. Yeah. Did you ever read Dark Disciple, Misfit? Dark Disciple is a fantastic novel. It was supposed to be a story arc in the Clone Wars. Trophies. Oh, no. Yeah. To me, not knowing any of the words you were saying, Oberion, it sounds like you were being cheesy. It's just my perspective, though. Just about done with the gold highlights on the, we'll highlight highlight all this trim on the front. We will get to his sword eventually, with colors for the psychic flame here. I'm thinking some kind of like black and purple flame, or just like a purple flame maybe.
Look at me!
Ooh, where am I looking? In whips? Okay, 1 second. Laughing at the drama when they got okay. We got down. Dang. I played with some family. I played Rocket League, and I had played Rocket League maybe like once before in my life, And we all jumped in on a Rocket League, and there were like 6 of us, six or 7 of us. And this one guy played in like tournaments and was like really good. And nobody else did. Some people that played more than others, but we messed around. You know, he was kicking all of our butts, like you would expect. And we decide to play everybody against him. And he was like, yeah, well, you just all play against me and see if you can beat me. So what we decided to do was all we did was ram him. We just ran into his car and tried to blow him up. And he was getting so mad, like legitimately mad. It was so funny. So funny. Alright, whips. From Grim. Hold on. My internet is very slow right now. Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah, the chameleon skink, dude. I love it. I love it. Does he have a little frog tied to him? Oh, it's like poisoning, right? Is that like a poison frog? That's like poisoning his darts? Or like stuck in his mouth or something? That's awesome, Grim. No, seriously, good stuff. It's looking good so far. So if you want to add a highlight to the base of the plant or not, I don't think a highlight could hurt. You can probably use one more little highlight. Banlux Mar, thank you, Wandering Picked. That is a transfer, so I did not freehand that. I also think it looks pretty cool. Okay, I think I got our bright gold on this mini. So let's move on to the next one. We'll go with Mr. Power Fist here. Shields to highlight. Yeah, guys, there's a ton of cool stuff coming out this week. Now, I had do it tomorrow after work. Nice. So I told you guys I follow a lot of like different rumor sources and stuff, and the guy who's like super reliable with these different things, he was expecting or saying he expected Emperor's Children this Sunday, the launch box to go on, like the announcement for pre-release or for pre-order this Sunday. And so obviously it wasn't the Emperor's Children, but he was saying, oh cool, did you just post something in Whip? All right, 1 second. But so when that didn't happen this morning, I went and read up, and he was saying that he was genuinely surprised, because he said that content creators already have their sets and they're already painting them up and like making content about it. So it's already in the works, and he said it sounded more like a last minute change, but it looks like they were just dumping all this stuff they kind of had in the backlog, like like all those Heresy characters that are up for pre-order this Saturday and everything. Like, they're just getting that out of the way. And he talked about what should be coming in the next 4 weeks, and there's basically 3 things and then a couple like fillers. So the 3 things are Emperor's Children, the Gloomspite kits, and then what was it, something for Underworlds maybe, or Necromunda. No, it's Necromunda, big Necromunda release. So those are the things that should be popping up in the next 4 weeks. And in between that, like sprinkled in there should be the new Angron, the 30k Angron mini in Latara, and Lord of the Rings, like Middle Earth, which is hopefully the next book, because I have been waiting for that book to play the dang game, but I can't. So, yeah. Okay. All right. Oh, dang, it's a 3D print. Nice, dude. Nice. The Volkite pistol. Yeah, it's looking really good so far. Excuse me. Is that from the same dude, the Gatoroid guy? What was I working on? Yeah, Latara and Angron just seem like awesome minis coming to the game. Free STL, nice. Is it? It is Blood Angels, isn't it? Okay. Where am I looking? Oh. Don't dry. Accidentally bumped it. Just post the thing and finished. Yes. Yeah. You can always just ask me to go look at something, but the reminder is there. Dang it! The reminder is there to help me basically remember easier. I got gold in his little frill. Candy scheme, kind of. Yeah, it is. Finished projects. Wondering picked. Oh, my Discord is working really slow. This is pretty crazy. PNG not JPEG. How you doing? These are my my Thousand Suns. Demon's cool. This picture's taking forever. Okay, I'll check them out here in a second when it looks. I don't know why my Discord is taking forever. It's going to garbage too. Okay. Painting while I'm downloading a movie, maybe. I don't know. It looks cool metallic. Yeah, and this is with the matte varnish. It's gonna get more metallic when I go back over with the satin varnish. But yeah, yep. They got about 10,000 points of these guys. I love having all these options to just run all these cool things that I want to run. Already did that shoulder. Did that. Okay, let's get his backpack and we'll start getting some of the trim here. You know, I actually have a question for anybody out there. If there's anyone here that's willing to help. If there's anyone that knows a lot about like cameras and like camera settings and stuff. I hate how my camera always looks. Like, I can never get to look natural. And I have tried so hard to research and learn and understand and buy new things and do all of this to try to get my camera and lighting to work, and I can never get it to look just natural. And if one of you guys knows about this, if you would be so kind as to take a little bit of time, I don't know if it's like this week or something, if you'd be willing to like get me on a Discord call and kind of help walk through some settings or some ideas on what I could do to make it better, because I'm just so tired of dealing with this, and I just want to like talk to somebody that actually knows what they're doing. Getting some Heresy Thousand Suns just for collection purposes. Yeah, that'd be great. It is a great scheme, though. I love it. Yeah, so I gave them all. There's a lot of 3D print pieces on here, but this is the plastic kit, and I do not care if the shields suck on these minis or not. I absolutely adore these shields, and I'm gonna be fielding my minis with these shields. So. I can change around what the swords and stuff are occasionally, but the photography stuff, talk some video, folks, if they have. Yeah. Like in my mind, it's like a setting, and I have adjusted so many settings and learned about so many different things on what, the ISO and aperture settings and what all these things do. And for some reason, I just I will mess with these settings so much, and I cannot get it to look just natural. I have a ton of light. I've tried less light, I've tried more light, but I have a lot of light. I've tried changing the temperature of my light and where the light points, and just all this stuff. Like, it'd be nice just to be able to have someone, like, just one-on-one, just like screen share and like see if they can talk me through settings and getting me through, like, whatever to get this to work. Yo, Raptor, what's going on, man? What is going on?
Look at me!
Oh, where am I looking? Oh, you guys got me looking at minis tonight. I love it. Absolutely love it. And whips. Oh yeah, is this gonna be some more heresy? The most heretical of legions. Also, hold on, Wandering Pig. Dang, he's got his it's the Zangor Shaman. Oh yes. The base. The frosting with sprinkles base. No way. The Madman. Guys, you have to go look at Wandering Pig's in the finished projects. The cupcake frosting base with the sprinkles is supreme. Like, that is so perfect. But otherwise, like, the rainbow detailing on like his little, like, I don't know, skirt or whatever you call that, like, that's good. Your blends are good. Like, that is the most colorful mini I may have ever seen, and it's so cool looking. I painted this mini once, and I'm kind of ashamed of how my mini looks compared to yours. Fantastic Wandering Pig. Fantastic. And Misfit. Oh, dang, he's got the Cataphracti. Nice. With the Chain Fist. And I see, my favorite detail about this is the background. He's got the painting dad up. He's got his Pro Curl paints. He's got the painting dad up on the screen here. I love it, dude. Man, it looks good. Oh, that color purple. Yeah, with the that's the PA purple, right? That you got with your highlight there. Ooh, with that gold, that's just solid looking. That's a great pair of colors. Just wildly experiment with the acolytes. Yeah, no, it looks awesome. Seriously, looks awesome. Yeah, great stuff tonight, guys. Sounds like you guys have had a productive weekend. I need to finish these guys before this coming Sunday, because we're doing a Zone Mortalis event, which is like 30k, kind of like boarding patrol type games, and I decided I'm going to take my my command squad, and I might take a small heavy weapon squad if I feel like I could get those painted in time. I'll just give them those plasma cannons. Can you imagine bringing plasma cannons into a hallway of like a spaceship? Hopping off early tomorrow to start. Oh, hopping off early start tomorrow. Just want to see what was on the table. Nice. Well, PNG, thank you so much for stopping by and saying hi. I really appreciate it. It really means a lot, and I hope that you have a wonderful evening and that your day is good tomorrow. I do not have an early start tomorrow, but I am going to a diner with my son, so it should be a really fun day. We're going to paint together. He wants to play some video games, so we're going to do that. Do some fun stuff. What else? We got to shovel snow. Yeah, PA purple. Yeah, I got it. Making way too many mistakes on these minis. Quick enough? Yeah, looks like I was quick enough. I also got a little start on what will be on the paint desk for streams this week. And it's going to be a single mini that might take me a couple weeks to paint. It is going to be Fulgrim. Not 40k Fulgrim, but it's going to be 30k Fulgrim. And not transfigured, but it'll be Mortal Fulgrim. But this will be the second 30k Primarch I've ever painted. The other one was my Magnus mini, and I really enjoyed that mini. And Fulgrim doesn't look quite as bad. He's got some weird shenanigans going on with his assembly that I can already see, and I rolled my eyes at a bit. But yeah, human Fulgrim. For example, he has lots of like leather straps, kind of like the Cataphractii Terminators have, the like dangly leather strap things. I don't know what you call them, but he's got them all over his mini. And at the end of each of those, there's a little like Phoenix symbol piece. But the little tiny Phoenix symbol piece is separate. They can print out the tiniest minute little detail on each of those straps, but they can't do the little Phoenix detail piece, so they put it separate. So I have to cut out with really bad flashing as well, and assemble those little little stinking Phoenix symbols. Yeah, he's got a lot of grip. All the Primarchs do for the most part, but his some of his are just like separate pieces. That's the issue. It should be a lot of fun to paint though. I am really looking forward to it. I have some plans on how I'm going to do it. I should probably get a little more of a game plan, but we're gonna see how far we get with assembly and everything maybe this week, and then I'll do some airbrush work over the weekend, and I'll probably have it assembled in a day. Who am I kidding? So maybe just block out Tuesday evening to airbrush, and then see if we can't start painting. Alright, got you. Yeah, all the pieces are clean. I gave them their soapy bath, a little scrub down. So that's done. Every day's a good day when you... JD Hetzer, 3 years, dude. Man, that's crazy. Thank you so much, dude. I really appreciate it. I appreciate all your support. I will not even make an age joke tonight. I'm just happy you're here. We were both in Crucial Blue's stream the other night. It was that Friday, and I said hi to JD Hetzer, and he said something like, "You didn't even make a joke about how I'm old," and And I'm sitting there typing up like this response of like, I'm gonna call him so old. And so I'm like typing it up, and I push enter, you know, and because like I gotta do this when I type and like look at the keyboard. And I post the message, and I look up, and he had just posted a message about, he's like, man, the painting dad is so great. He just painted this mini for him. I'm just so happy he painted this mini. Such a nice guy. And I'm like, this old fart here is like, you know, the oldest person, and he voted for Martin Van Buren or something, or James Matt. What did I say? Like, yeah, I said something. I was like, oh god, I am the worst. I am the worst friend. And I'm like, ah, God. I was like, oh no. This is one of the Adams. Oh, okay, yeah, definitely not Quincy Adams. You thought he was a little too young whippersnapper. Yeah, youngins ruining everything. Yeah, who's this? Who's this Quincy boy? Well, guys, I do want to. I probably should ask you guys for all the lovely Patreon members here. I can do our hangout tomorrow at the usual time from like noon to 2. I can do that. However, I understand it is a holiday, and my family is off work and school, and you know, I don't know if you guys are, you know, if you're busy and everything. I can reschedule that to Wednesday evening if more people would want to do that. I just need to know if you guys would rather do it Wednesday evening or keep it on Monday. I have to go to sleep. 3 a.m. I want to drop in and see the 1,000. Well, Wandering Pig, thank you so much, man. 3 a.m. Yeah, go get some sleep, please. Don't suffer for the sake of my miniatures. They don't deserve that much love. I love them, but I appreciate it though. Thank you for the kind words and the absolutely awesome what is it, Zangor, that you posted. Wednesday evening, it'd probably be like 9 to 11 p.m. Eastern. I know you're like 6 or 7 hours ahead, so it'd probably be pretty early for you. Deserve all my love. I can only stand so much. That's all right. All right. Thank you for your sacrifice. Alright, I absolutely will have a lovely rest of my day. It's nice and late here, so I don't have very long left in my day, but I'm having fun painting these guys, so I'm going to continue to do so. $3 a.m. Ugh, yeah. Yo, Raptor, we had Primarch 13 was chilling with us last week on Monday. It was great. He's from Germany. I can't remember if you're from Germany or not. You're a Raptor. I don't remember. Start would be a bit early, yeah. Stoked my progress. on a build. I want to show it off. So we want to check it out. Yeah, sure. You live in the Netherlands, that's right. Okay, sorry. Yeah, it was great. We were chatting about all kinds of random stuff. If you are a Patreon member and you want to join in on our hangouts, our weekly hangout, you just need to connect your Patreon account to Discord, and you have to do that on a desktop. But yeah, you connect the two accounts, and then you'll have access in Discord to the Patreon member chat, and there's a voice channel for Patreon members. 24th Warband. Are you just about done? Here we go, JD Hetzer. What? What is going on? Hold on, that's an impulsor. You put a rhino, part of a rhino hull on top of it. That looks like a printed shovel. And it's a towing tool. It's scratch. Okay. Wow. Yeah, it's a recovery vehicle. Yeah. And of course you gotta have the heavy stubber in the recovery vehicle, right? That's amazing. Also, I love the fact that a hover vehicle would need a recovery vehicle like that. It's just like another hover vehicle. That's incredible. Yeah, going Ukrainian farmer. Just play someone in a game, you wreck their tank, and you just pull out the recovery vehicle and just drag it off the board. That's great. There's 63 warbands now. You better pick up the pace, Grim. None of the hover tanks have reverse. Oh, yeah. They got that Soviet design mentality, right? I'm trying. Man, you're like a kid paying off their student loans. Paying the minimum payments. Paying them off for 10 years and owing more money than they borrowed. Or than they started with. Yeah, I think it looks great. JD Hetzer. I think I like the armored like what was a cage, like the armored bowl around the gun. Yeah, you're like real world practicality on your Space Marine tanks. Excuse me. It's just fantastic. Yeah, so I played a game of 40K yesterday, and what we did, my oldest brother, who just him and his son, his son is 20 now. He's going to be 20 this coming month. I think he's going to be 20. Is he going to be 21? Oh my gosh, I don't remember. But anyway, they got into 40K around like Thanksgiving, Christmas. And his brother-in-law, I guess he's technically my brother-in-law also. I don't know how that works, but also got into 40K. 180 with Underworld, dropped the whole new edition. Yeah, you thought it was dead and they put out more. Yeah. So my brother is playing Blood Angels. his son is playing Dark Angels, and then the brother-in-law is playing Black Templars. So just Space Marines all over the place. Which is funny, you know, but they all got into it playing Space Marine too. So it's appropriate that they would want Space Marines, right? GW, please make a game that focuses on Xenos. They all came over to my house and we played a big game of 40k. It wasn't like super big, but no one wanted Chaos or Tyranids. No, you know, it's their first army. My nephew wants a Necron army, but he wanted to start with Space Marines. So he says he wanted. He's a painting machine. He has been painting stuff super fast and everything. Yeah. So we played a game. It was 1,000 points each, and it was a 2v2. So 2,000 point game. It was just I brought my Ultramarines, so it was just Space Marines, a big Space Marine party, and what it ended up being, me and my nephew agreed ahead of time. He brought the Lion, and I brought Gilliman, and then I also brought Calgar, because I was like, well, I'm bringing my Chapter Master. I love Calgar, so he's a monster. So I brought Calgar. My nephew brought the Lion, and he brought Azrael. My brother brought Dante with his Blood Angels, and then brother-in-law brought Helbrecht, the High Marshal of the Black Templars. So we had 2 Primarchs and 4 Chapter Masters present. And none of us talked about our list ahead of time, except me and my nephew, about bringing, like, I asked him if he was planning on bringing them, if we wanted to, you know, and he's like, yeah, let's bring the big guys. Okay, cool. So we did like a gentleman's agreement, you know, to bring the Primarchs. So we had 2 Primarchs and 4 Chapter Masters on the board, which is so funny. And it was total melee chaos. Like, we all just ran at each other and just beat the crap out of each other. It was funny. So what happened? Turn 1, like nothing happened. Did it take it turn my no, what are you doing, Zen? No. You're giving people commercials. It was already set, wasn't it? I set it after I started the stream. Why? What? I hate Twitch so much. Well, I apologize, guys, if you got another commercial. It's so frustrating. You know what? I'm gonna write something down for myself. Okay. I am sorry if you guys had a commercial and you're just coming back, or you're really mad about that. But shut it, Hetzer. Shut it. I apologize. Twitch likes to pull me out of categories, so I don't even show up in any category. Yeah, it's Zen's fault. But anyway, back to the 40k game. First turn was pretty much nothing happened. We ran up. I took Gilliman. I had Gilliman and Calgar. I made a non-Gilliman list, and I took like all my Ultramarines characters. It was glorious. But I had Gilliman and Calgar, and I had 5 heavy intercessors. Yeah. I played a 4-person game with my brother, his brother-in-law, and my nephew. It was all Space Marines, Zen. It was something. So I had Gilliman, Calgar, 5 heavy intercessors, Yeah, I think Primarchs for the most part are all melee units. Magnus is probably a lot better ranged than melee, at least in 40k. Okay, we're gonna get some wash here. I had 6 aggressors, and what else did I have? Oh, and I had 5 Sternguard veterans. That was my list. Yeah, I think every Primarch has a gun for the most part, but they're all definitely like melee characters. Yeah, so Zen, we there were four armies. All 4 were Space Marines. All 4 were different chapters of Space Marines, and all 4 had their chapter master in their list. There was Dark Angels with the Lion and Azrael, Blood Angels with Dante, Black Templars with Helbrecht, and then I had Guilliman and Calgar. Some gun called the Lion's Roar. Yeah. Probably. I don't know what his 30k. He does have a gun in 30k, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Yeah, so this is a big melee fight. So first turn, nothing happened. We had a Dreadnought on our side, the Black Templars, and he got a lucky las cannon shot and put 7 wounds on a on a Brutalis Dreadnought. Just one shot, like, right through. Second turn, okay, their first turn, they targeted Calgar and his aggressors right in the center of the board. They targeted him with their shooting. All they managed to kill with all their armies shooting was one of the Victrix Guard. And then Dante and 6 Sanguinary Guard charged Calgar and the and the aggressors. I heroically intervened Guilliman, and then the Sanguinary Guard and Dante managed to kill. I think they killed the Victrix, the second Victrix, and 5 of the 6 aggressors. And then that was it. And then Guilliman and Calgar managed to kill everything but Dante and put Dante down to 1 wound. But Guilliman killed himself out of engagement range. Basically what he did. So he was free to move. So then our second turn, I fell Guilliman back, which is hilarious because he can fall back, shoot, and charge. I fell him back, and then we shot Dante to death, and then we shot the Lion. The Lion. So we did first oath target was Dante. Second oath target was the Lion. We shot the Lion and took him down to 1 freaking wound. 1 wound on the Lion. That was it. Like, he starts at 12 or something. Took him down to 1 wound. It was amazing. And then we charged him. It was Grimaldus, the chaplain, the Black Templars chaplain. Yeah, Dante. Yeah, he was so happy. Grimaldus and a Crusader squad. And Guilliman charged the Lion. Guilliman multi-charged the Lion and a Brutalis Dreadnought. And I was like, you know what? We strike with Grimaldus first. If he kills the Lion, cool. Guilliman just has to survive this one attack. Guilliman died. And then Grimaldus and his squad failed to put a wound on Dante. Okay, they wounded him like 8 times, and he passed every single 3 up Invuln. And then Guilliman came back up at the end of the phase and then got shot to death the next turn. Or wasn't shooting. He got charged. He survived the shooting, and then he was charged and killed the next turn. And then Grimaldus again failed to kill Dante. Or not Dante, the Lion. Put a bunch of wounds on him. He passed every single 3 up Invuln. And did we have one more turn after that? That may have been the last turn we played. It was basically just Grimaldus and like 2 Crusaders left in combat with the Lion at that point. But what was happening though? Yeah, he had the cheater. Yeah, my nephew had the cheater dice, dude. Yep. Sorry, bro. Just call it like I see it. Yeah. Hey, Avelios, what's going on? Yeah. So yeah, it was funny. My brother and his Blood Angels didn't manage to do much. Helbrecht was stuck in combat with Mephiston. Like, they just took all the named characters. All we did. because they're all new and like their collections are really small, so they just they bought all the named characters and like that was it. But yeah. So what was happening though was my team had been capturing and holding objectives way better than their team. So we ended up with a whole bunch of points that the other team did not have. So by the time we had to call the game, it was like, we were so far ahead that it was like they probably weren't going to come back points wise, even though stupid Lionel Johnson was never going to die. I do the same as starting right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. They have some basic troops and they have like a bunch of cool stuff. A fun story, my heavy intercessors, they just sat in the back objective. And my brother had a squad of Vanguard veterans. They were the first minis he bought. He didn't realize that, because GW is so confusing with what's what. He didn't realize they were like, I don't know if they're legends or not yet, but they're really bad. It's like, man, they look cool in the Xenon's Blood Angels. So yeah, Vanguard veterans. Well, he deep struck him 9 inches from my heavy intercessors. Yeah, my thoughts exactly. Okay, Guardian. And then he failed his charge. Yeah, they're legends. Okay, yeah. He used a CP to re-roll it, failed the charge again. So he failed his charge. He stood there in the open against the heavy intercessors. So I shot at him on my turn, and I killed 4 out of the 5 because their weapons do 2 damage now. And with the -1 AP, he just failed 4 up armor saves, and they just almost died. Yeah, it's the most I've ever seen heavy intercessors do. It was funny though. It was great. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. You talk about a lot about 40K and about how people, take the game way too seriously, and it's got like this weird competitive bent to it and everything. I had a blast, like laughing with like family and like pushing minis around and just like watching things, just like everything die. It was great. Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah. I'm really happy with how the banner turned out. Yeah, and that statement, I don't think that is any testament to 40K itself as a game. I think it's more of, when you're hanging out with people that you like, you can make any game fun, right? But still, it was a good time. Evelios, you getting your Solar Ox painted? Are you going to the Are you doing the Zone Mortalis thing? 4th edition codex after the 30K stuff. I'm gonna try to get a game of 4th. 4th, okay. I don't know if I'd remember 4th as well. I remember 5th really well, but 4th would be one. I do have a lot of 4th edition codexes and the rulebook and stuff, but I don't know if I could pick out some 4th rules off the top of my head. Consolidating into combat, I think, was a 4th edition thing. You know what we're gonna do? Here's what we're gonna do. Let's find. This is what I want. I want this dark sea bin. I was showing off my old 4th and 5th edition codexes a couple weeks ago. It was fun. What we're gonna do, it's this piece. Okay, well, we'll let that dry. I could also do a base color on here, and I think what I want to do... Let's start it with a darker gray. Don't think that's dark enough. Base coat for a gym. Yeah, I'm going to do like a little mystical, swirly pattern kind of thing on it. That's my hope, at least. No, I don't have flames on any other mini. This is literally the first time I've done this. The closest thing to this that I've done was, is it Brother Captain Stern, the Grey Knight that I painted? Mag says pinkish flame. That's true. Yeah, that'd be a good one. Kodak special rolls on top of USRs from the core. Yeah. Be painted. Oh no. Just go through, do base colors and everybody real quick. Oh, that sucks. No, I am not going to Adepticon. No. No, not quite in the cards this year. I would like to, but... too much else going on. Building a Centurion. I wanted these since I saw them. Man, I really dislike the Centurion minis, but that's really cool. Glad you got minis that you like. Try to go next year. Yeah, it'd be fine. Adepticon's in like it's in like Minnesota or something now, right? Is it not in Chicago anymore? Am I crazy in thinking that they moved it? Yeah. In Milwaukee. Okay, okay. Yeah, if I go, I really want to go as like, you know, as like the painting dad, right? I want to make it a more like financially viable. Expense? I don't know if that's maybe the word. I don't know. Gray is that? This is a 50-50 of coal black and dark warm gray. Yeah, we'll just start with that, put that on there, and then I'm going to highlight some of these grays on this mini. It's got some pure dark warm gray. Zen, I already gave you the shout out earlier, but I was showing off the heavy weapons in their fully magnetized glory. Pretty amazing. Lemons 1 Arvis and 10 more Velatari to paint for March. Oh, okay, okay. So you're working through with something. That's good. Yeah, no, it's fine. But here, I'll show you. Here's one of them. And then pop off the arms. There, we have cool Thousand Suns plasma cannons. Yeah, and these are sturdy on here too. Like, they move up and down a little bit, but they kind of head to their natural point. Whoa, they sit on there really, really snug. But yeah, and they're all modular with each other, so I can do. Yeah, the Velios. I cannot explain how frustrating this has been, and how like this is like a project like a year in the making. I have all of the heavy weapons for this squad, and I had always planned on magnetizing, but I couldn't do it until I got STLs. So this one actually manages to use the plastic arms. This is one of the few that I have the plastic arms for. But I had to okay, here's a good example. This guy has a 3D printed left arm. Someone came out with an STL for the heavy weapon arms that matched the plastic ones, which is genius. So I sent these STLs to Zen, and he edited them and added magnet holes into them. So I didn't have to drill, because when I would drill a lot of these plastic pieces, I would drill them and it would just shred the whole arm. Like, the whole arm would break in half, or it would just like tear everything up, and I couldn't get the proper depth I needed and everything. So we just edited the files. Well, Zen edited these files, and I kind of just like gave feedback, and we figured out what worked, and we fit the magnets in, and boom, like that was that. So I just have the las cannons and the Thousand Suns Aether Fire plasma cannons set up right now, and I'll probably paint these with these weapons, and then over time I'll probably get the other ones together and just do those as I want to change them up. Like, yeah, I went to Heavy Bolter Squad, this week or something, and I'll magnetize the heavy bolters and get in their arms and shoulder pads and everything, and yeah, and do all that. So it's really exciting though. That project has taken way too long, but now I just want to paint those minis. Yeah, 3D printing is definitely like, it's like the key. It unlocks so much like hobby potential. It is also way too much effort, but it's cool. It's cool. Yeah, guys, Velios, all of his tanks are magnetized to like the nth degree. Like the sponsons and the pintle mounts and everything are all magnetized. All the different weapons, all the different options. It's crazy. It is cool, Zen. Yeah, I agree. It's fun to just have my box, and I'm like, what are we gonna equip today? What do the dreadnoughts have? Let's pop the arms off and give all the dreads something cool. You're bringing 104 minis to a Zone Mortalis game. I love it. Absolutely love it. It's hard to imagine even all the scrolls. Yeah, there was little 3D prints I had. Yep. Where are they? He's got the scrolls. Yeah, he's got them. Yeah. I mess around with them a little more, but yeah, I just find random like Thousand Suns adjacent files, and I'll get them because they have they have all those little like cool extra pieces. with the bells and whistles. How many of that is like Velitari? I mean, I was brainstorming like how I would take a yeah, it's this coming Sunday, yeah, Zen. How I would take like Auxilia in Zone Mortalis. I think if you really want to win, I think the idea, what you should do is bring companion squads, but then again, those are too expensive. Those are HQs. Oh my god, Solar Auxiliary are just screwed. Well, you take a Tercio command, and you bring one squad, you just give them Meltaguns, and you just run around with a squad of 10 dudes with Meltaguns. Or Plasma Guns. Meltaguns probably better, but 315 squads, 110 squad. Oh, 55 Velitari. You have 30 Axemen and 25 Volkite. That's incredible. That is incredible. The big power axes, dude. The guys like what are the big like firefighter axes? That's so cool. I'll get those axe minis one day, because I really like those ones. Alright. Let's do some silver. Volkite's another really good one. I feel like in Zone Mortalis. I don't know, like, template weapons are really good. So you have 55 Velitari, and the other 50-ish minis are probably 40 of them are they're good in immortal armies. Yeah, it's true. I did think about bringing militia in some way, but militia you have to like really mess with how they play to be able to fit an army in. Because militia can't take any of their basic squads. You have to bring grenadiers, because their basic squads are minimum size 20, and you can't have 20-man squads. The what militia can bring though are sentinels. So militia can actually bring sentinels in Zone Mortalis, because militia sentinels are infantry. yeah, yours are Cav. Your little Hermes sentinels can't work in Zone Mortalis, but the militia ones can. The old school guard sentinels work. Exactly. How cool is that, right? I mean, Leviathan dreadnoughts fit, so why wouldn't a sentinel fit? But the funny thing is, the little Solar Ox sentinels don't fit. Those little Hermes, like scout sentinels, that are like the size of a horse, like those don't fit. Stream was funny for me? What is you're talking about in general? I know you're speaking English, but I have no idea what's being said most of the time. Yeah. That's how I feel when some of you guys start talking about stuff. Mainly Oberion, but I think Oberion knows that, and he just continues to say things that I don't understand. I think he does that to mess with me. Skibidi toilet lore. Yeah, yeah. We should play Horus Heresy, Hetzer. It's the more fun Warhammer. Okay, see, Anoke gets it. Yep. I don't. Man, I am thinking. I'm thinking there is a good chance for like a 2.5 edition this summer. Like I think Valrak might be right with it. I think they'll probably announce it at Adepticon. It happened 10,000 years ago, and I was there. Yeah, yeah. Hetzer's Elrond. More fun version of 40k. Yep, yep. It's more crunch, but also more like old school 40k. So, if you're an old timer that played 40k in the before times, isn't a rebalance for mortal armors, or maybe step back a bit. Moral victories are fine. Yeah. Yeah, I get it, Velios. No, I understand, dude. I do. I was actually reading about it. It's funny though, because you know, when you play Heresy in particular, like, you want to bring the cool stuff, right? And like, if you win, you win. If you lose, you lose. But it sucks to lose every time. And for the mortal armies, it's like you have to bring like optimized list against like some silly like jank that the Marine player brings to compete, which is funny and appropriate, but also like it gets to be feels bad. I was reading about a Solar Auxilia like strategy or thing that people bring. It's the companions. So when you bring a Tercio command, a command Tercio, like your HQ version, you can bring the squad, the command squad. They're called companions, and they can bring whatever special weapon they want. So you can give them all melta guns, or you can give them all plasma guns, and then you can bring, I think, 2 or 3 more squads of companions in that Tercio, and you can give all of them plasma guns. So you can just end up getting 30 plasma guns on the board with those squads, and they're all ballistic skill 4, so they have marine ballistic skill. And you just run in and you like dumpster something, and then let the rest of your army go. You know, it's a good like 700 points. But for 30 plasma guns, a BS4 is pretty good. You can put them all in Arvises too. But yeah, it sucks having to play like, I need to bring all the best stuff in order to have a chance to win. Okay. Very powerful, but very expensive. 4+, 5++, 2 wounds. Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, you run them in there and you just blast. You pick a target, you blast it to death, and then you die. Like that's the best way to do it. But yeah, they're definitely not comparable to something like a Terminator squad that's gonna come in and you know, like kill something and then stick around afterwards. Yeah, I get it. Marcus Day, welcome in. I feel like you've been here more than twice. Let's work on this thing here. So we're trying to work backwards for reasons. Reasons, I tell you. Progress neither. Oh, I get it. Yeah. Yeah, I understand. Let the pattern flow. That's what we're doing. Yeah, Zen said he's gonna collect a Night Lord's army this year. Draw Fibonacci golden ratio in there. Yeah. Oh gosh. I'm not quite sure what my game plan is here, but I'm going to build out on the colors a little bit. Zinch would love that. Yeah, that's true. Hey, Avelios, if you aren't playing 30k anymore and you want to play some old editions of 40k, I'd probably be good to jump in there too. So, color of the flames be either like a purple or a pink. Purple or pink. Not quite sure yet. The pink sounds like a good idea. Zen suggested the pink because Magnus has a bunch of pink fire. That's kind of appropriate, but yeah, magenta, yeah. Well, if I do the pink, yeah, the magenta will definitely be a big part of it. 'Cause my Magnus has like pink witchfire on him, so it would definitely be like an appropriate kind of tie-in. You know, maybe his witchfire is just stronger than everybody else's, so. I think I want to go more heavy. This color. Right, yeah. Yeah, how good would it feel, Avelius? You get that whole army painted. At that point, you're probably just going to want to do nothing but play that army, right? And you got like Tyranids and stuff to play. I do have 4th and or 5th edition Tyranid Codex. If you happen to be struggling to find codex you want, that's a little better. Yeah, you got a decent chunk of change. We need to find some Tyranid rules for 30k. That's what we really need to find. And I'm going to do some. I think we'll do some. Yeah, let's try faded green. Bright pale green. That's what I want. Let's do that. Do Xenos exist in 30k? Game-wise, no. Not officially. Because 30k is about, like, it's the Horus Heresy, so it's about, you know, the Civil War conflict. Who cares if they didn't exist during lore? That's fine. Yeah, all that stuff was around. The Orcs, Eldar, like, Necrons were all kind of around. But they were all kind of like put down for the time being. War of the Beast happens afterwards. Yeah. Megarachnid rules. Yeah, that's what we can do. Yeah, just rules for Megarachnids. Yeah, War of the Beast was. Yeah, that was way after 30k. Yeah, it was way after the Civil War. Wasn't like, um, yeah, the Age of Apostasy was later, like third. I don't remember. I don't remember all the specific dates, but I think the War of the Beast was like, was that when Rogel Dorn like died or whatever, quote unquote. Try to do something extra on this. It's not quite working. How? I was thinking. Nah, I don't like it. I don't like it. Died right after the heresy. Okay. Vulcan died in the War of the Beast. Okay. Okay. No, none of them are dead. Especially not Vulcan. Vulcan is a perpetual, which means he can't die. Or he dies and then just comes back to life. Okay, little swirly thing here. That's right. Old lore, he was dead. New lore, it's just they have his hand, and that's it. We'll see if that's how we want to keep that thing. But as of right now, it's the little swirly energy thing. Yeah, I don't know how they find room on that arm for all the dead Imperial Fist. Naked Torns are to Fabius Bile. Poor dude's gonna come back to life. You know, he's gonna like come back. He's gonna be like, hey, cool, I can actually put my arm back on. Where's my arm? And they're all just gonna be like looking at him like, oh man, alright. What I have left to do on these minis. You know, this is something I could do. Here we go. He would. That's true. That's true. He would not be able to handle it. Yeah, you have Gilliman there spending hundreds of years like politicking and like trying to get, you know, work his way and you know, like make sure everybody's following the rules and all this stuff, and then Dorn just come in and kill him. Time for Big E to go. Whoa, hey man. Them's heresy words. You think he'd get rid of the Grey Knights? I know he didn't like Psychers much, but he ended up using his Psychers though, right? Like his librarians and stuff in his Legion. Pop back up for real. Not someone with their blood. They are like the ultimate MacGuffin in the setting, right? Because GW can just be like, oh yeah, it's them, but it's not them, or whatever. Oh, you think the Grey Knights would go after him because... Or, yeah, because he was going after the Inquisition. He hated assassins. Trouble with the Minotaurs, yeah. These guys behave suspiciously like my brother. Okay, got that little floofy thing. A little bit on the big step I have to do is I need to highlight the red, which will get a white gold highlight. So the Son of the Phoenix, yeah. Right, those aren't mine. They're all like blonde hair, long blonde hair. Yeah, that's something we can do real quick. Here, we'll do this since this is dry. We'll get our bright ivory and we'll just do our quick dry brush. We'll call it a day. Yeah, 12-hour stream will be in April. Yep. I guess I'm gonna try to 3D print some tanks or something for it, so... Not on April 20th. I mean, if April 20th works. But I know the implication. Stream, catch some chill vibes. Who needs to chill is you, Zen. Zen said he's gonna come and stream with me from paint for 12 hours. He's gonna finish his Night Lords that day. That's what he's gonna do. Probably could. Alright. Ooh, got your Aquilon's base. Nice. Okay. I can stream for 12 hours. I'm going to be really tired after that, but I can stream for 12 hours. Streaming 12 hours with Zen, however, I don't know if I could do that. Not because I don't like Zen or don't like hanging out with Zen. It's because he talks so fast and so much. He knows. I would be so freaking exhausted after a few hours. It would not be doable. It wouldn't. The old lady worm from SpongeBob. It's right, Raja. Zen knows. He knows. The man is true to his Italian roots, okay? He likes to talk. And I like to talk too when I'm around people I like, so it's not that I just stop and listen, it's that I want to contribute, and then I end up talking way too fast and way too much, and that's just how it ends up. What's that? Gotta do the hand, the mutz, fresh mutz. All right, Zen. Okay, I got a question for you, dude. Serious question. My family and I started watching Men in Black. All right, and Kay, in the beginning of the movie, that's another yeah. He tells Will Smith's character that most of the 1,500 or so aliens living on Earth live on Manhattan Island. As a New Yorker, is that true? Are there aliens living on Manhattan Island? Not as many cab drivers as you'd think, but they're there. I feel like Manhattan's expensive to live. Like, where are these aliens getting money? You know, they bring in like space dollars, and we have like a transfer system for that. I don't know. The tracks. It's a weird place. Yeah. Much more condensed and way more varied. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, Manhattan seems crazy. I've never been to New York, but yeah, Manhattan seems like on a whole other level. Alright, cool. We got these, you know what I'm going to do? Well, yeah, why not? Why not? We have the colors and we practically have it all finished. So why not go a little further on these? Times Square in your different area, completely different subset of people in restaurants. Yeah, that's crazy. It's a great time. Needs constant anxiety from so many people in a small area. Yeah. Oh, you'd walk? Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, and we have our bright gold, and we'll go ahead. Any shell casings on here, we'll just hit those with some bright gold. Yeah, Zen's gonna paint his Night Lord's army during the 12-hour stream, so I have a lot of printing I gotta do. before April. I want to paint tanks. That's what I want to do. So I'm going to try to orchestrate that whole deal. April, just buy the box. Yeah, yeah. Can you imagine all that lightning? Otherwise Night Lords are easy to paint, right? Unless you do the lightning. The lightning's all that takes the time on those minis. 'Cause there's no trim. Yeah, it's very much like freeform too, so you're not like staying in the line with the lightning or anything either, so that makes it a little easier. It's nice. He's going with dark blue. Yep, overbrush everyone. Yep, call it. Yep, yeah. Detracting from current convo. Found terrain. STL. Site war scenery. I think I've heard of them. I can't think of any specific things they have, but that name sounds familiar. I unfortunately don't really print terrain because I have a resin printer. And not a very big one. If I had an FDM printer, like I'd be all over printing terrain all the time. I would not have time to do any commissions. Busy printing and painting all my own stuff. There is a guy local to us that plays Night Lords. I have seen him once, but he doesn't like, he's like, yeah, I'm in the Discord, but he never communicates, never joins any events or anything, like never like participates much. But I saw him once. I saw his army is cool, like it was very simply painted, but he had he does live in the shadow. Yeah, gosh. He had like a Kratos or something, and he painted it. He did the lightning on the Kratos, but overall, super simple paint scheme. Yeah, it was like dark blue, which is probably like a dry brush, and then like the weapons and stuff, and then he did lightning on it, which was cool. Yeah, very simple stuff. I sent you those color schemes from like the black books or whatever, from the old like first edition books. I loved the like gray armor on the dudes. That I thought was really cool. It was like repair, like he lost bits of his armor. That was like the repair. He didn't have time to paint it or whatever. And the Xiphon for a 12-hour. Okay, all right. Yeah, they are very metallic looking. I think a lot of the chapters are really metallic looking in those books, especially. Yeah, so the bases are mostly done. They're just really simple. I'm going to do a brown wash again on all these like little things. They just paint all these metallics. Black around the rim and the lower part of the texture. And I know, I don't expect anyone else to sit and paint for 12 hours with me. And these will get varnished, and we'll glue the minis, and we'll do like weathering powders and stuff. Kind of finishes off everything. But that's basically the basis for these guys. So it's finishing up some highlights on these minis. Getting their eyes and some transfers. I want to put transfers on their shields, maybe a bit of weathering or a bit, but yeah, it's that a little bit more with these scrolls and books and stuff. But that's basically it. These will be pretty easy to finish this week. Getting those bases pretty much done is nice. Gotta do the fire on this guy. I'm wondering if highlighting some white on this and then just using some fluorescent pink might be really cool. Like, just like grayscale it up with the highlights and just cover it with fluorescent. I think I might do that. I think that'll be the plan. Yeah. Okay. Well, cool. Well, you have an idea what we're doing. I am going to call the stream there, though. So, I will let Patreon know when we're gonna do our hangout. I might put it to Wednesday evening, just because tomorrow, like, family's home, and I don't know if I want to do the hangout with everybody home, but we'll see. But you guys have a great evening, and I will see you all on Tuesday, and hopefully we'll be working on Fulgrim, 30k Mortal Fulgrim on Tuesday. But you guys have a wonderful evening. Yeah, if you enjoyed the Patreon, you want to join the hangout, join the Patreon. Just connect your Discord and Patreon account. You come chill with us. But yeah, I will see you all on Tuesday. Bye, everybody.